Hi, welcome to the tutorial number 3. Something I forgot to mention, how to upgrade markers. Even more, how can I know which version I have? All markers indicators have on the parameters, the first parameter is showing the version. You can choose any indicator and at the top you can see which is the release. This video was recorded when the 2024-01 was released. And to install, if you have the last NinjaTrader version or something bigger than 8.1.2, you can just install the new release. You don't need to remove the old release. But if you have an old NinjaTrader version, first I suggest to install the last release. But if you don't want, you will need to remove the previous NinjaScript. So you go to Tools, Remove NinjaScript. This version, this option. Select your current marker version and remove. But if you have the last NinjaTrader release, you only need to download the zip file and go to Tools, Import, NinjaScript. You will get a warning that you have an old version. If you want to overwrite, and you say yes. Now, let's continue with what we saw. As we can see on the online manual, here we have explained the difference between the objects and plots. And also, what are the plots? Plots are what we call fast signals. They are faster than objects because they are instantly detected and executed. But something I forgot to mention, when we copy a signal, the first thing that we need to check is that what I copy is what I want to trade, because maybe I have a complex indicator with a lot of settings, and if I don't use the same parameter, let me show an example. I am going to use this indicator, the open close, with these two parameters set to 1. And we can see we have a lot of signals. Those are not triangle objects, okay? They are plots. Just to give you an example of something that you get, it seems to be confused if it is an object or not. But let me show you the difference. This is an object. But depending on the scale, it may seem to be the same thing, but they are not. Okay, this is an object, and if you double click, you can see you get the drawing object, and this is a plot. When you click, all of them are selected together. If you double click it, you go to the parameters. Now, we commented that to create a fast signal with those plots, we need to copy them. Okay, so we go to Indicators, Markers, Copy, and I am going to show a classic error. Let's say that we have this indicator with these parameters, and I copy the same indicator but with different parameters. Let's see what happens. So I go to Markers, Copy, choose a name, for example, compras or longs, and I am going to use this as a fast signal. Then we select the indicator on the input series. So this is the indicator, but I place a wrong parameter here, 2 instead of 1. And then the plot I want to copy is signal up, those blue triangles. Okay. The trend is a plot with +1 or -1 depending on if it is going up or down. But I am going to copy the long signals. And let's show the copy as big dots. And we can see that the dots, the copied signals, are different on different places than the visual signal. because I am using different parameters between the copy and the visual signal. These are the parameters, so one of two options, or use the same parameters on the visual indicator or on the copied indicator. I am going to fix the copied parameters. And now we can see that they match everywhere. And to do the shorts, there's a trick to avoid having to, you can select the plot, right click and copy, and then right click and paste. Now you have two copies of the same indicator with same settings and same plots. So change the name, ventas or sales or shorts. And the parameters are already set. You only need to change the plot signal down. And of course the color of the plot with red dots. And now you can see that they match. The longs and the short signals are matching. If I want to automate, now I add a markers with those names. Sorry, it is in Spanish, but the idea is the same. Choose your preferred name for the fast signal. Here you select fast signal and type the name of the fast signals that you selected. Even more, the indicator is no longer needed. It is just for visual reasons. So, but if you want to remove the indicator, that's okay. I can remove the main indicator because markers is executing the copy signals of the indicator. Okay, so the main indicator is not needed. Even more, you can even emulate the format or the shape of the signals, trying to make them similar. For example, a triangle up and a triangle down for the long and short signals. For shorts, a triangle down, but bigger, not 5, 10, let's say 10. And for the longs, a triangle up with a strength or width of 10 points. And now it looks similar to the original indicator, and we are not using the indicator. We are just using copy of the indicator. Another thing that sometimes is annoying, or maybe I don't want nobody knowing which are my settings, because here we can see which is the copied indicator and which are all the parameters of that indicator. If you don't want to show that, NinjaTrader has all the NinjaTrader indicators has a parameter label, and you can do several things with the label. On label, instead of markers copy, you can type whatever you want, but if you type that, you get the same with a different name. Okay, compras with the name of the fast signal, the copied indicator, and the parameters. But you can enclose the name of whatever you want to be painted or shown, like compras, for example. And now you can see you can get only the string without the parameters. You can do the same with the shorts. And now we can see only the string that you want to show. But maybe you don't want to show nothing, so just leave an empty space here and nothing is shown anywhere. Okay, you get a clean chart. This is valid for all indicators on NinjaTrader. Once you have something working like this, you can save this as a template. Right click your chart, template, save as, choose any name or whatever. And now if for some reason you change something, or you lose your chart, or you load a different template, for example one of these, how can you come back to whatever you had before? I don't remember what was this, but you can right click, template, load, and the name was any name, it is here. And then you can go back to whatever you have defined. on the chat room you can find a lot of example templates. See you on the next video.